I know there's a big negative like connotation behind the word frat, and we don't want to be known as a frat. We want to be known as a fraternity of gentlemen. We're trying to start like this new thing on campus where we're not the stereotypical frat guy. We want to be known as gentlemen and scholars and athletes.
We want to represent ourselves to be respectable gentlemen who not only look at society and community as an opposite conductor of an economy, but as an equal. And so we're based on equality and respect to each other. And that's what I think keeps us, keeps the brotherhood strong and keeps everything going smoothly as we planned it to be.
I know that like the majority of the campus, like, and the community as well, thinks that fraternities and sororities were like they were in the 70s and 80s, like the Animal House stereotype, but that's not how it is at all. Actually pretty much all the fraternities and sororities on campus raise hundreds of thousands of dollars collectively for philanthropies and for different organizations. And I know that they help the community out. We do Cans Around the Oval, and we're one of the biggest contributors as like a whole organization. Greek Life is one of the biggest contributors to that every year. So I want to get rid of that frat boy and frat girl or whatever, sorority girl stereotype, and let people know that we're actually there to change the world and do good things for the community. In the spring of '09, we had a group of a few guys, and we had always been talking about it, like what we could do on campus to get involved and how we could start an organization. I've looked into Delta Sig, and I liked the morals and the values and the beliefs that they had, and I contacted their nationals, and over the summer this guy named John Regner came and visited me in my hometown in Sarasota, and kind of like, I think he just wanted to like feel me out a little bit and see what kind of a person I was. And so after that, he liked what he saw, and we started like having conference calls with like these 8 or like so guys that we had from the spring of '09, and we started having conference calls about like what we wanted to do and about how we wanted our organization to be.
Guys just started getting really excited about it, and people started hearing like, hey, there's this new fraternity on campus, and they're blowing up. Right now we're sitting at around 50 guys, and that's actually the highest number for any Delta Sigma Phi chapter in the nation.
We basically just reached out to our friends, and whether they were interested in Greek life or not, and we talked to them about like the beliefs and what we believe in and the things that Delta Sig stands for, and how we explained to them how we don't want to have that frat boy stereotype, and it really I think it really like changed a lot of people's opinions about Greek life. So like I would say that like probably 70% of the guys that we got weren't interested in Greek life until we like sat down with them one-on-one and like actually got to hear a little bit about their lives, and then we told them a little bit about the fraternity and how like we wanted to make a difference in the world, and so they were interested once they learned that it wasn't like the Animal House 70s and 80s frat boy thing like it used to be.
I mean, it's an experience. I mean, like, we certainly thought like it could be big, and like we had the ability to make it like one of CSU's best fraternities. But to actually see all these guys come together, and especially like the big numbers we have now, it's pretty crazy. Like seeing how it all played out. It's a good feeling. It's hard when there's not like a group of guys when the new guys. That the new guys can look up to, or who can set an example. So like us all being new guys, we all have to set an example for each other.
Well, Delta Sigma Phi has values that are based on diversity, and that's what Delta Sigma Phi was founded from back in New York, back in the 1800s. When we say diversity, we mean based on culture, beliefs, the whole package really. And that's what makes us different, and in my opinion, having the advantage on our side compared to other fraternities that are not that diverse.
One thing that's really cool right now is as because we're based on diversity, we have guys from every inhabited continent so far. So that's pretty sweet. We have we have a kid from Africa, a kid from Argentina, a guy from
Turkey.
France, Turkey.
Australia.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Pretty
fun.
diverse, yeah.
Britain.
When the Aussies walk into the room with their accents, all the girls like go crazy and get all giddy.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Unfortunately, I don't have a French accent, which is a little negative aspect. But,
Like Greek life is a great thing, and people don't know. Like I know for a fact that it's changed my life and a ton of other guys' lives and the way that they view people, and it's changed like their perception on how like people are perceived. Do you know what I mean? I want, like, in the future, I want it to keep growing and for people to keep learning about other people through meeting them and being socially excellent. And I hope that the brotherhood that we have now stays as strong and keeps getting stronger as the years go on. I think that'd be really cool.
Likewise, I'm really looking forward to seeing our fraternity just taking over really and helping other fraternities and sororities build themselves in a positive way, which is mostly the goal for all fraternities, although it's one of those things that you forget or that you close your eye on. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to having great success, and I'm really confident that we will build and send out our message out there, and also try and change how the society and community look at us as fraternities and sororities, as brotherhood and sisters.
I knew we could do great things, and I still think we are going to do great things in the future, but I had no idea how great we were actually going to be. I'm completely shocked with the quality of the guys that we got.